Right now, without you feeling a thing, your body is surrounded. We live in an environment swarming with microscopic organisms, bacteria and viruses, that are constantly bumping up against us, trying to find a way inside. Before your cellular security forces ever need to fight, these invaders hit your first line of defense. This is an outer perimeter made of automated physical and chemical walls designed to block them entirely. The most expansive of these walls is your skin. It forms a thick, waterproof armor that covers almost the entire surface area of your body, making it nearly impossible for a pathogen to simply walk through. But there are openings. When you breathe in, pathogens enter your respiratory tract. To catch them, your internal pathways are coated in a layer of sticky mucus. The particles get trapped and immobilized in this fluid before they can reach vulnerable cells. If a microbe manages to hitch a ride on the food you swallow, it drops straight into your stomach. There, a pool of highly acidic digestive fluid acts as a chemical incinerator, dissolving the threat. These automated barriers successfully filter out the vast majority of threats every single day. But they are passive structures. They can't adapt, and when they fail, the real fight begins. All it takes is a simple paper cut or a particularly aggressive virus that slips past the mucus in your lungs. The perimeter is breached, and the invaders pour into your tissues. This triggers your second line of defense, the innate immune system. This is an automated rapid response security force that doesn't care what the invader is, if it recognizes a foreign object and attacks. The frontline soldiers here are a type of white blood cell called phagocytes. They patrol your bloodstream and tissues, physically running down foreign entities, wrapping around them and literally swallowing them whole. You have felt this microscopic battle firsthand. When phagocytes and fluid rush into the breach, the area becomes swollen, hot, red, and painful. This localized swelling is inflammation, the physical evidence of your body reacting to the damage. If the breach is severe, the innate system deploys a systemic chemical weapon. It commands your brain to raise your core temperature. This fever creates a hostile, overheated environment designed to slow down the invaders. This brute force response is highly effective for minor injuries. However, sophisticated pathogens or those that multiply rapidly can outlast the phagocytes and the fever. To survive, the body has to escalate. When the general responders are overwhelmed, the body activates its third line of defense, the adaptive immune system. This is a hyper-specialized network that tailors its attack to the specific invader. The elite units of this defense are white blood cells known as lymphocytes. They operate as two distinct, highly trained forces, T cells and B cells. T cells act as targeted assassins. Instead of hunting the bacteria or viruses directly, they scan your own body cells. If they find a cell that has been compromised and infected, they destroy it to stop the virus from replicating. B cells, meanwhile, function as intelligence factories. They analyze the specific biological makeup of the invader and begin manufacturing customized weapons to counter it. We call these weapons antibodies. This diagram shows that interaction. The protein tips of the antibody are uniquely shaped to mirror the surface markers of the pathogen. This structural match allows them to bind directly to the invader's exterior. Once the design is finalized, B cells pump millions of these antibodies into the bloodstream. They swarm the pathogen, binding to its surface to completely neutralize and disable it so it can be easily cleared away. This precise, targeted counterattack stops the current infection. But what happens next is what actually secures your long-term survival. After the threat is eliminated, the massive army of immune cells stands down, but a select group of B cells and T cells remain behind. They become memory cells. These cells retain the exact biological signature of the defeated pathogen. They form a vast internal database of every enemy you have ever fought. This graph shows the advantage of that database. On the left, a first infection results in a slow, gradual immune response. But if that same pathogen returns, memory cells instantly trigger a massive antibody spike. This biological memory is why vaccines work. By changing the labels, the first curve represents the vaccine training your cells, so the secondary spike handles the actual infection. By introducing a harmless, deactivated version of a virus into the body, we safely trigger the adaptive immune system. We populate the B and T cell database without having to endure the actual disease. This system processes billions of data points across trillions of cells every second. It ensures that while the environment around you is constantly changing, your body maintains a living library of defenses, updating itself so it never has to fight the same battle twice.